welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2628. I'm your host Arwin, and before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit, and if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gifts and Go. Links are all in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I could really use it still. But yeah, I am good for now. Right, weather today. Yeah, it's not so super clear blue sky anymore. It's a bit hazy up there, and there's bigger clouds. There's a lot of wind. It's still kind of nice and warm, and there is sun coming through it. But yeah, I don't know. It looks a lot. It's not as warm as it was yesterday, but it is still a bit warm. And it's probably gonna go into a more cloudier phase. I mean, it was predicted by the weather too, so it still looks kind of nice out there. But yeah, there is the constant wind though. Like, it's pretty constant. Right. Hello, Anothen Entos. Good to see you in the Rumble chat. All you see is mountains. Yeah, that's the background. How are you all doing? It is Sunday, the 10th of May 2026. Temperature 17 degrees Celsius with 56% humidity, 10% precipitation, and 19 kilometers an hour wind. Yeah. And it will cool down significantly to like 11 degrees tomorrow. Ugh. And then temperature might go back up next Sunday. Because looks like the rest of the week's gonna be like that as well. Still, yeah, there's been no storm. Although, I mean, I did have there was a storm a while back, but it just didn't hit this location apparently. I talked to my friend in Nijmegen who was over at Schoonhoven, which is like a village that's a little bit to the south, or rather southwest of Utrecht, but it's very close, and like a big thunderstorm and all that did hit over there. Apparently it's just out of range, because I mean, I never heard any kind of thunder, so I guess I just missed it. Just kind of unfortunate. Right. So yeah, I had a pretty good dinner and an interesting night. Watching O. Benjamin with Christopher Gardner, which was like, it's always great when they team up. Like, never seen any of those shows where it wasn't super interesting. But I mean, yeah, Topher, as they like to call him, like, he is kind of like on top of the situation with his biochar, because that stuff is effectively very usable as a fertilizer, and since there is literally a fertilizer shortage right now happening, like, he's just like, his business is just exploding. And he's, what is it, did he say, like 10,000 tons of biochar. I think in total, but I don't know, but like just enormous amounts. Like he is really cranking it out, like going to industrial levels of making biochar. So like he's doing great, and yeah, I mean, very transformative. So yeah, I mean, great. More people should be doing that. I wish we had a. We should probably have some biochar production here in Europe. Because, I mean, if you're gonna use biochar as a type of fertilizer or for crops, like, it's not toxic. It's only good to use that. It'll like clean everything up. I mean, you can literally eat the stuff, and it'll literally clean you up if you do that. And if you put it in the ground and the plants eat it, then it'll clean them up and it'll clean everything up. So it's like a fertilizer that's just super clean, right? While in organic food avoids like a chemical fertilizer because of, well, there are negative side effects, and it's not actually healthy for the land to do that. It's only if you have natural manure-based fertilizer that they tolerate it. But I mean, biochar should definitely be accepted as organic. And yeah, as long as you have just some regular cows around, and you can make fertilizer from cow manure, and supplemented with biochar. I mean, what else would you need, really? Would you even need chemical fertilizer if you can use that? Right? Because, I mean, technically biochar is not even that hard to make. You don't need some kind of unique chemicals for it. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, and other than that, yeah, that's lots of clips, lots of different clips, and I had some interaction with the Jesse Path of Light over at the Discord at Worldwide Debates. Everybody was getting in the way, but I mean, like, I engaged with him like a while ago, because he's like an actual, well, more hands-on physics researcher and demonstration creator that is a baller, and he was out there like, yeah, no, look, light, what we call dextrorotation, like light travels curved through water, which is what they claim through terrestrial refraction is that the atmosphere, the way the gas gradient is comprised, that causes terrestrial refraction, which is originally just math. And that, like, when it was brought on the scene first, like in 2017, still part of FED, it was just a mathematical construct. There was really nothing to back it even in experiment. But yeah, there may be some changes in that. Jesse Gordon, is that his full name? I have no idea. What the hell is he even lying about? I mean, I've seen him around. I've never actually caught him like overtly being disingenuous, as a lot of ballers are. A lot of ballers are just propagandists about their globe faith. But I mean, I haven't seen that with Jesse, so I mean, he's still human. He might have had moments where he was like kind of like going off a straight path, But yeah, he did actually, well, do exactly as I requested. And the results are quite shocking to me. Because it does seem that under certain conditions, and I mean, it's still just a simulation, but I mean, it's surprising how much it worked out. That indeed, under certain gradiated medium conditions, light does actually move in a curved path. It's mind-boggling, and it's like very tangible visual demonstration, like with a camera path and with a laser. And it's like what you get to see, it's just like, holy shit, it actually looks flat. It's crazy. And I mean, it's not super conclusive or anything, but I mean, I never thought that I would actually see something like that. That it was even close to being able to work. I was like quite confident, like no. No, it can't be right. It's never gonna work out. Well, it seems it kind of does, which makes everything extremely complicated in a lot of ways. Because if you take the overall relations between the celestial lights, the angular relations in the map terrain, and the apparent experiences of shorter paths in north, and I mean, I'm not sure about shorter paths in the south, but especially shorter paths in the north, it almost does actually. Then with this combined, it like I really don't want to say it, but could it be that the frickin' Earth is a ball after all? I mean, holy fuck. Or at least like partially. But I mean, if it's not then just a straight out ball and all these weird physics effects that actually can make it look flat, which is fucking insane that that's even there, then I mean, it almost makes this design of it like kind of sadistic. Like, why would the conditions be so that you literally can see much further just because of the gradiated conditions, and that it would naturally suggest to your senses that it's flat? I mean, that's fucked up, man. That is crazy. But also, yeah, it just requires further testing. But like, from a ground point, and thus also like dealing with the horizon, like this demonstration makes an incredibly compelling case. But it still does not explain the much higher ups, where it also definitely does not look like a ball. But at the ground level, when you have a actual measured, self-made convex surface, then with the right conditions you can actually make it look from the side perpendicular to it. It will actually seem flat. That's crazy. That is mind-boggling. Like that's even possible at all. He's a fraud. They debated him for years. Oh, okay. I don't... Who the hell are you? Okay, good to know you debated him for years. I haven't. And I don't know who you are, so... Anothen Entos. Right, but yeah, I mean, he's a baller. So when most ballers, when you really push them, they do use trickery. They do bypass. They do not answer questions that are gonna create complications after being admitted. So yeah, you might still do that, but just for this sanity stabilization, right? To have your sanity be stable with the vantage point that you're having, right? I'm right now taking like a major risk, but I like for my own freaking sanity, because like this is making things really complicated just to really get a grasp on what the fuck's going on anymore. Because I mean, cosmologically, like with everything that I've back engineered, it's not an issue. But it's become an issue in my mind because I just can't. Like, it's just really weird if the Earth was really a ball, like in a simulated situation, and so, like we would be like Druidia from Spaceballs, right? Because there's still, it's gonna be cut off. We're definitely not surrounded by outer space. That makes no sense. But then also the relative density disequilibrium force. Like what is it to the virtual set? Like why would it be aligned like a ball? Oh, because of gravity. Yeah, but I mean that's not an answer. It just steeps it. Like it makes it really difficult to actually physically be able to experiment now and figure out like why the relative density directions, why the disequilibrium force directions. Because I mean you technically you still can't get away from Earth and away from theoretical gravity, right? That is a myth. Like the Earth is like the mass coalition is drawing things in, and that's the gravity. It pulls mass, attracts mass. No, it does not. It literally does not. Not at a distance. It doesn't change things like that. And we wouldn't be able to get away far enough to even demonstrate alterations in this concept. It's just yeah. It's weird. It's just shocking. Is the freaking Earth a ball after all? I mean, and that wouldn't even be the end to it of it. But I mean, it literally just makes every damn thing more complicated. And also, I mean, also on top.
Introducing Rumble Shorts. Watch quick videos for pure, unfiltered, bingeable content
That are just logically suggestive that the surface is flat. So, I mean, maybe it's back to the flat ball. But I mean, yeah, you just arrive in logically contradictive, in paradoxical positions. Oh, the word paradox. Oh my god, Alex Jones loves the frickin' word paradox. If there's any kind of contradiction, he just calls it a paradox, which is completely wrong. But I mean, in this case, it is very much paradoxical. Like, how can it be flat, but also signs that that the whole of it is a sphere. Like, how could it be flat and a sphere at the same time? It just it literally becomes contradicting. So yeah, this insight, these tests, and I mean, he did actually, like, it's on a YouTube video, and I will play that. Well, just look at this. Come on. What? Oh, damn it. It won't play. I'd have to open it in a separate browser to show it. Right, but look, you saw the picture. That should probably be helpful enough. Just switch to view for a second. So that's back on that, right? I mean, it's not just a path in midair. Like, there is an actual, well, it looks like a bridge. A flat thing that's curving into the distance, and it's literally parallel to it. Because originally he showed how light was, a laser would be bending through it. But I was like, yeah, but I mean, it's not actually moving parallel to a surface. So there might be a trick, like a visual effect going on. I believe that if something would basically get in between, not just a thing sticking out, but like a complete obstruction, that it would not happen. But it frickin' did. And I'm perplexed by it. And shocked. And like, what the fuck do I do now? I mean, I'm certainly damn not gonna just hop over like, oh, like a Jaren or whatever, and like, oh, it was a ball. Turns out we were wrong. Because, yeah, I mean, because all the other findings, all the other insights that I have gathered are just still very relevant. And all that which is tied in with a ball view, a ball cosmology, it's all like connected to the atheist and NASA type stories. And a lot of that is bullshit. It's like the ball is like intricately connected to the idea of outer space, and then they mathematically conjure all this stuff in outer space in their stories. And that's like tied in with it. Well, I'm still very certain that that does not exist. But it's like, frickin' hell, the Earth could actually be like a ball after all. But, I mean, it makes no frickin' sense though. If it, like, even if it is, like, that it makes no frickin' sense. And that's like, unless it's like it's a ball, but it's also like a weird looping rectangular, well, it's not rectangular then, but like spherical rectangular with like weird open ass portals to like other regions that like literally shouldn't even fit on a ball. It's like, yeah, it's a ball, but there's still frickin' terrain that literally geometrically doesn't fit on the ball. That's kind of it, because I am quite certain that it's like the terrain that we know is not limited to what can be on that geometric ball. Like, it's not the geometric ball, but it might be partially. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I even saying? Is the Earth partially a ball? What the hell? Ah. I feel like I'm having cognitive dissonance, like in two directions at the same time. It's not great. Right, but yeah, then there is still room for doubt. What are the exact conditions here? Jesse simulated a scenario of a gradient, but does that gradient actually match the simulated conditions of the realm? Enough. That's the question. Because, well, he's making a curved surface. Does that curve? What is the scale? Right? What's the scale between the model of the ridge that's supposed to simulate the Earth curve versus how big it actually is in the demonstration? And then, is that same scale difference, is it the same for the actual gradient of like the water? Because he did do stuff with the water, like there at the bottom is a different refraction index as higher up, because he's like mixing in like salt or something at the bottom, and so it also like naturally does form layers like that, which is really interesting that it does that. I mean, I know it does that with salt water. Like if you heat it up, it's gonna mix over the place. But like even in the Antarctic regions, it's known. Like there are like these weird cold saltwater layers that keep separate. So we know that's physically possible, and Jesse's utilized that to kind of like naturally create a gradation like that. But does the refraction index match the scale difference? He's not answered any of that, right? And we're talking about like a universal simulation of the realm. Like the scales matter everything, right? Just because you can have an effect under certain gradiated circumstances of being able to watch over a curve and make it seem flat, which is surreal, doesn't mean that those conditions are exactly scaled to a proportion of what the real world conditions are typically like, because we're talking about effect that's not just, oh, under the right circumstances it happens. No, it literally happens continuously. There are places where you can always see things at an extreme far distance, always, and it's like only on special like bad weather days or something, then you can't see it because it's like fogged up, it's cut off. But any clear day it's visible. So it's not like special conditions that could arrive that make it seem flat. No, it pretty much always seems flat. And it's the opposite. It's actually special conditions that make it seem curved. So it's there's complications, right? But even what he managed to put together here baffles me, because it opens a window to the possibility that terrestrial refraction in a way is real. That it is possible that something that is literally curved can, under specific circumstances, seem exactly like it's flat. That is just... so a little tough to swallow, but I mean, when it's just right there and demonstrate it. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna, after talking about this for like half an hour, I have to actually, like, of course, show it to you guys. It's kind of crazy to then not show you anything. Right. Okay, yeah, it's ugly the way this is on screen. Maybe I can, like, oh god, no, no, stupid thing. I just wanted theater mode. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's tighten that up. Yeah, this should work. Alright, so yeah, let's play this. I mean, it's 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, so this is the best thing to show. The other thing is like way more elaborate. It didn't use the laser. He literally did this like minutes after I said it. Like, that's shocking. Like, he has this set up here in his back garden or whatever right now, and he just is immediately doing something with it on my request. That's pretty impressive. So anyway, let's play this for a bit.
For a special request, I'm now curving the laser centric, more or less, to the curved fiberglass stake. So as you can see, we have our normal setup here with our little lights on Candle Mountain. Control the brightness right here. And I have a little laser set up so I can kind of aim it.
But I mean, just look at this. This is.
See, the laser beam goes.
What the fuck?
Right about here, and right into the tank there. Goes along this curved highway. It's actually a fiberglass kind of roadside marker stake that was busted and thrown in my yard about a decade ago. And so
Right.
I cut the good
So it's
part
good
out,
that he's giving a
broke
proper
across the
side
bottom
view.
to make it bowed like a
But I
arched
mean,
bow.
just that frontal look.
And now that's my
Let's
curve.
see, let's go back
So,
to that.
You can see my laser is curving right. Oh, this is interesting. So while we can see that this laser is curved, it
Oh
is
yeah, I'm not
basically
particularly interested in hearing his. I just wanted to
following
show.
a curved stake, and
Just look
From the
at
same
this. Like that. This is
it's
nuts.
going right beside the laser.
This is nuts.
Just about the same height. Oops, I just cut off the laser. Okay, I'm
That-
right like beside the laser.
I just can't believe it.
See that the laser beam appears right there. It appears straight now. Even
What the
though
fuck?
we know it's curving, but because we're looking at it through the same gradient that's curving it, the light
it's not just the
reflecting off
laser, it's also like the
dust in the water
thing here. Like
also being curved along the same path, causing it to appear straight.
the bridge.
Go below it,
It's what?
appears to curve up.
And I mean, it's not foolproof, guys. But even that this
There you go.
is just in that specific
And
setup,
when
like
you're
that's
looking at a
possible
glowing
is
laser
blowing
beam
my mind.
from the same location that it's being sent from or sent to, even if it's curving, you're still going to see it as straight. If you're looking at it through the exact same... go above
This.
it, curve down. So
Put
there
it
you
back.
go.
Oh,
Now if we go below it,
yeah,
you
that.
curve up.
That's crazy. But again, scale issues. Do you go up? Why in high altitude balloon footage or in an airplane with an infrared camera? Well, why at that much higher altitude with lower atmospheric pressure at that point? Why do you see so damn far? How could this effect that makes it the literal geometric curved surface seem flat from that vantage point, how could it be in effect? How could that effect be there at a higher altitude as well? That's the genuine real puzzle, because I'm pretty damn sure if you like move up with the camera looking at this thing, it doesn't seem so damn straight anymore. But like from a direct perpendicular view at the horizon, yeah, it kind of does. As literally the image on screen right now shows you. It is shocking. You can literally see what is geometrically blocked on the other side. Mind-boggling.
Go above it, curve down.
Right? But even as he's like moving up here,
There you go.
see, now you can see it's
When
curved.
you're looking at a glowing laser beam,
You can see
same location
that it
it's
is
being
curved.
sent from or
See?
sent to, even
From
if it's curving,
height.
you're still going to see it as straight. If you're looking at it through the exact same gradient.
Yeah, I don't agree with what he's saying there. I mean, I cannot trust my own eyes with this.
Also being curved along the same...
So yeah, just needed to share that. Right. So yeah, I mean, and no, then Antos, you could say, oh, Jesse is a liar or a fraud. It doesn't really matter. It literally doesn't. I mean, this is a physical thing that he's demonstrating here, and even though it's not like definitive in a way, as I said, there's still issues. Like, why the higher ups, right? Still looks flat when you go higher up. It doesn't really seem to here in this demonstration, though. I'm glad that he had a part where I could point that out. But I mean, apparently the conditions on the realm, it is possible to see further than you could if the Earth wasn't perfectly flat, then it would still allow you to see further due to the gradation, gas pressure gradient on the realm. I mean, I'm just getting this feeling like the designer just, like God made it like this on purpose. Just to mess with us. So yeah, I am in flat earther crisis. But I mean, it's never gonna be the whole. It's like the other side. What we're dealing with is still completely delusional. But I mean, yeah, this demonstration, it literally, I cannot ignore that it changes things as to like what could be going on. But to have absolute certainty, need to see more though. But I'm shocked. I never expected it to be like this in the first instance. I never expected this. That this could even be possible. Right? So yeah, where the hell do I stand now, right? Maybe I'm just gonna call myself a flat glober. Just fuck it, because I mean, I'm not a glober. Like, definitely not. But I mean, I can't really call myself a flat earther if I say that the Earth is still like, might be geometrically a ball. It's like one of the few things that they are correct about in their overall cosmological assumptions. Because I mean, all the rest is still like mostly just mathematical conjured garbage. So what the fuck do I call myself then? Well, flat glober might do it, because that would elicit an allergic response on both sides, so that they do not mistake me for being like in their camp within this dichotomy struggle. But I mean, in a lot of ways, it is just mostly kind of punishing on my own personal way of how I look at the world in general. Like how my senses deal with like how I think it all is. Like that's the part that's really getting hit the hardest. But still not conclusive. But just that this is physically possible is mind-boggling to me. And it makes everything more complicated. Like for the senses, it does. Because it's almost like a designer's magician trick then. That the conditions here are such that this effect can occur, that this thing can tell your senses something like this. And I mean, drawing, like just from looking at this one picture on screen right now, it's like, yeah, your senses will tell you it's flat. And overall, I am very much a proponent of being able to trust your senses. But I mean, Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I kind of want to move on, but I mean... I got all these other videos. What, I mean, yeah, this scenario seems kind of urgent. I'm almost like, hey, there's some flat earthers out there that know about this. How would you deal with this? I mean, did I address all the issues that still remain, right? Higher up? There is that. This is not like it's all over. Don't worry about it. It's not all over. But apparently it seems like there is some kind of legitimacy to the frickin'... When you just listen to it, it just sounds really asinine. It's a sphere because it looks so flat. I mean, it's like a joke. Like the ultimate joke. It seems like a magician's trick, but I mean, the fucking magician's trick turns out to actually work. Like, what the hell? Who did this? I'm gonna file a complaint with God over this one. Like, why would you do this to us? And I'm almost not even joking. Like, why would you do this? The fuck? Right, but it's, yeah. It doesn't cover all the corners, though. But man, to me, it's a shocker. So, and I guess I'm gonna try to stop boring you guys about this. I mean, a lot of people out there, like, they're like, yeah, who gives a shit? Well, there's been a 10-year struggle with this, with flat Earth and globe and all the technical arguments that had been mostly laid to rest, because it was just very confident, like, yeah, no, it's very much over. But I mean, this literally, it's like, sounds dramatic, it's like almost like opening a wound back up, because it's like, yeah, it turns out there was still some shit or some shrapnel stuck in there or something, and it's just like, ow, what the fuck? Who would have ever thought that, like, who would have ever thought there was any legitimacy beyond desperate mathematical magical thinking fantasy to terrestrial fraction? Like, who would have ever thought there was any legitimacy to it whatsoever? Like, I did not. Like, even like the idea of ductual rotation was just not very convincing. But I mean, this, damn it. Right? I mean, now Alex Jones is gonna get all super enthusiastic again about the fucking globe if he ever finds out. He might have an argument beyond, I looked at a planet through a telescope and I saw a moon orbiting in the shadow, it must be a sphere. Yeah, this is like one of those fucking things that he can now start to brag with too, potentially. So I wonder if he's gonna bring this up somewhere, then I might actually have Alex Jones as a follower, which would be hilarious. Probably under the guise of keep your enemies closer, because he is like a ball earth enthusiast. He is, I mean, Alex is like genuinely a ball-tard in a very funny way. Very kid-like. Right, so yeah. Looks like it's not over yet. Right? And I mean, this should... Like, hey, Nathan Oakley, remember all that? Yeah. This is a problem. It's a problem needs to be addressed, and you can't just approach it with overconfidence. So this is like actual demonstrated problem. And it doesn't mean like, oh, it flips around, it's the ball, and all that bullshit is all true. No, but I mean, it is a problem though. As for foundational arguments that are observation based, they're pretty much fucked now. I mean, the Arwinian paradox, remember that? You literally can't use visual means to measure the geometry now. You can't. This is literally a demonstration. Like, yeah, it turns out the Arwinian paradox was right. Like, you literally can't measure it. Because that terrestrial refraction, well, it turns out to be real, which makes it impossible to use visual means to actually measure a geometry of the terrain. Who would have thought? I should put Arwinian paradox in the title as well. Let's do that differently. Yeah. Hope that fits. Alright, so yeah, 2628. A proper terrestrial refraction demonstration. Could the Earth turn out to be a ball after all? And Arwinian paradox in full effect. The geometry of Earth cannot be measured by visual means. Yeah. That's unfortunately seems to be the case, right? But I mean, again, you go higher up, it's still, the Earth does not reveal itself to be spherical at all. You go high up, you see very far. That doesn't match terrestrial refraction, which is like very conditional again, right? Let me show you again. When you go up even a bit, it doesn't look flat. It's only when you get pretty close to the surface where it actually seems flat. As soon as you depart away from it, the geometric true nature does reveal itself. But yeah, everything's more complicated now. Yay! I guess more research needs to be done, but that research is gonna be more complicated. But I mean, this setup, the setup he made needs to be studied further, and right, the scaling is incredibly critical, because the right conditions that would match the atmosphere and how it gradiates, how it would yield this effect, it needs to match with the convex surface that the light and the camera pathway meets. Like, it needs to be the right conditions to get more absolute, to really get certainty. But yeah, just even if it doesn't perfectly match, just on the surface, literally, by the way, because it is really on the surface where it does seem to be flat exclusively, and you go up and it looks like that, and you can see its geometry. So it's only on the surface where it appears to be in effect. Learning a lot here. This is a lot of detail work. But I mean, to me, I had basically laid it all to rest, and now it's like, oh man. Where were you like 4 years ago? And we were still in full-blown research mode. I mean, it could have been really useful to have it back then. There would have been much more to research. Now I'm like all out of it. It's like, yeah, I'm not really connected to FED anymore. I kind of like put Flat Earth to rest. But I mean, this is just, ah, man. It opened up the old wound again. And I have to like figure out what to do with this. So, yeah. Hope you're all interested. Maybe my usual viewers are not completely uninterested and are like, where's the Tartaria stuff? We want to hear about the news. We want to hear about your visions on, like, what is Trump gonna do? This stuff is too technical. It's giving me a headache. Well, I'm sorry. It's kind of giving me a headache too. Not literally, by the way, but it would if I wasn't feeling in a very good condition. Like, I am feeling pretty good overall, but this thing is just, ugh. And I am kind of being a bit like, God, the designer, why would you do this to us? And I'm laughing about it, but it's if it's real, it's not that funny actually, because it is really fucked up in a way. But again, it's not, it's partial. Like, the similarities end. In this demonstration, it's like looking at that apparent horizon, it's like, yeah, it's flat. The pathway of the laser is flat. You go up, it's not so flat anymore. In the real world, you look at the horizon and you're like, damn, that's really freaking flat on a clear day. You go up and it still looks flat. That's the difference. So, yeah, it is not a complete match. But even a partial match, I find it very shocking that there's even a partial match. Right. But I mean, yeah, well done, Jesse. Right? I mean, most ballers, they just bicker, they just do all the mental gymnastics. Like Jesse actually, well, he did go there. He did it, made genuine effort for a physical demonstration, and I applaud that. That is, and not be a complete dick on top of that. That's remarkable. I'd almost say noble for a baller compared to most. So yeah. Continue it. I mean, Jesse's, and when they talk to him again, he should definitely continue. Hopefully, like, I'm gonna share this show with him. I hope that he watches it, takes some notes to what I've said, and addresses the partial match, but that it is partial and not total, and that he still has to, like, really get the parameters exactly right. It has to actually be a properly scaled demonstration. But I mean, it looks like it could. If he'd refine it, he could potentially perfect it. I got duped! Oh, I got duped! Oh, yes! Oh! What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Duped by who? Duped by a physical demonstration? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm addressing the person in the chat. He might be having some cognitive dissonance. Yeah, maybe other flat earthers will also have the same issue. It's like they just can't handle that there's anything real about the idea of terrestrial refraction at all. Like, and I get you. Like, this shouldn't be, but it frickin' is. But again, if you can hold back the cognitive dissonance fucking you up and making you dizzy, it's a partial match. Partial. That's not all of it. Terrestrial refraction is not full-blown reality demonstration. Yeah, this is not a full-blown reality demonstration. Camera moves up, it definitely looks curved. That doesn't match what happens in physical reality when we move up. It doesn't look curved. Yeah? So don't let the cognitive dissonance make you off focus. Keep your wits about you in the face of this. Maybe, yeah, don't get duped by your own cognitive dissonance there, Anothen Entos. I'm a sellout! Fuck you, you retard. I mean, seriously, fuck you. How the fuck is this a fucking sellout? You fucking retard. Sellout by who? For nothing? You think I got money for this? To do this? This is literally, this is called honest research, you absolute dickhead. Yeah? Flat Earth is not a fucking ideology. And if that is what is becoming to you, you are fucked. Yeah? We gotta deal with the physical demonstrations as they come. We're trying to figure out reality. This is about truth, not about being the fucking winner. Yeah? This is about deciphering God's design, reality, arguably God's simulation. There's a lot of similatory traits, so they are saying, and I'm going to, at this point, believe it more. I mean, the whole idea of holographic celestials is already very much simulation theory anchored. Yeah. But it's God's simulation. It is the real world. It is simulatory. It's not based on something that is real instead. No, this is the reality. But the way it is created and held together is very reminiscent of how we would create a simulation, for example, in a computer, and it is being held together. Similarities are there. Simulatory, as I used to call it, right? I'm a dirtballer now. Fuck you, retard. I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? Yeah, if anything, I'm a flat baller. So, fuck you. Fuck you for calling me a baller. That's retarded. Yeah, nothing about the globe Earth cosmology makes any damn sense, has any evidence, can literally be retraced how it was conceived. I literally did a fucking full-blown presentation for like 150 men about how they designed the ball cosmology, yeah? Don't tell me I'm a dirt baller, you asswipe. Okay? Ball cosmology is not real. But terrestrial refraction, there might be something real to it, which makes everything way more complicated. But again, it's a partial match. Do you understand the full-blown weight of that statement? A partial match. The fuck? What the hell is this? Dude, fuck off. Don't fucking push your ad bullshit in my chat, dude. Piss off. You don't even know what gravity doesn't even exist. It's retarded. It's just a mathematical concept. I understand how you view how it is in the mind. It works with the flat Earth cosmology. With the Earth being flat, a lot of things make a lot more sense. And for the senses themselves. And I mean, it's probably still flat, but I mean, there you gotta admit that there is demonstrably something to the effect of terrestrial refraction. It's demonstrated. It's a partial match, not full. So you can stop being a complete spastic now. Back at the question of center of Earth. What? That makes no damn. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't think that Aristotle got involved with that kind of crap at all. So don't just make up shit. All plumb bobs are parallel. Yeah. Logically they are. And I mean, there's still the issue of super heavy speeds, right? I mean, a jet can fly like right above the ocean at extreme speeds. How, right? There's still not gonna be that centripetal force that's gonna push it away from globe. So there's still all these things, right? But that plays into flat globe. actually. So, as I said, it just makes everything way more fucking confusing. And I mean, at this point, flat globe is... Maybe it just has to end there. It's just like, you know what? Fuck all of you. Fuck the fucking world. Fuck all the research. And fuck God for making it this damn way. Flat globe, yeah? It's flat and it's a fucking globe. And yeah, that shouldn't make any damn sense, but you try to fucking prove me wrong at this point, man. Just prove me wrong at this point. It's all so screwed up. All the data, it's just so fucked. And it's in a way, yeah, it's gotta be on purpose. The designer made it like this. And we're all fucked. Because you just can never really figure it out now. Almost never. It's not gonna be easy. I'm never gonna say never, but I mean, it's not easy. It's not for the frickin' weak-minded to actually figure this out. And there's gonna be realize that and abuse it.
Is this not why you were here?
And play on the weak-minded. Dude. Yeah, that nobody says that in my chat, you fucking retard. You're out of here. Sit out. It's retarded. Fuck you, man. I'll fucking rip your fucking head off. Yeah? With a rusty saw, bitch. Calling me a sellout, fucking scumbag. I'll fucking kill you. Yeah? Yeah? Don't talk to me like that, dipshit. I'm here to figure out the truth. And I've basically not even said that it's not flat. It's just there is something to terrestrial refraction. Stop being such a fucking propagandist. Like, flat Earth is not an ideology. If it is to you, you're fucked and you're a piece of shit. Yeah? All ideology is satanic. All of it. There's only one truth. Truth is God. God is truth. Lies are Satan. Ideology are lies. They are Satan. Yeah? Only the truth is God. And the truth is kind of tough. It's tough to grasp. It's hard to know. And we're not fully there yet. But there may be something to terrestrial refraction. It's a partial match. I should put the word partial match in there. Now it's complete. But I mean, seriously, you people are fucking deranged, man. Some fucking asshole in the chat that's been here supposedly for... He literally told me to kill myself. Yeah? He went there. Like, what kind of fucking spastic are you? I haven't even said like I'm on the globe. I literally made like elaborate jokes referencing Jaren on how ridiculous that is. And then you go all the way that, like, you're fucking out of your mind, dude. You're out of your mind. You shouldn't be involved in any of this, yeah? Go fucking watch football. Go just watch some cage fighting and shit, and stay the fuck away from cosmology and physics, cause you're a deranged fuckwit, yeah? If that's gonna be the way you're gonna respond to this, when I literally show you the physical demonstration, you fucking degenerate, yeah? If you're gonna have a response like that, you should not be here. You should not be involved in any of this, because you can't fucking handle the truth, and you're spazzing out like a goddamn demon. Get the fuck out of here and never come back, asshole. Yeah? I'm just facing the truth, and I'm being truthful about it. And a partial match is a partial match. It's not a full match. It's a partial match. And that there even is a partial match is shocking. But it does not change absolutely everything. It does not make me be like, oh my god, the Earth is really a ball after all. That's like the freaking joke. Yeah, that's why the title doesn't say the Earth is a ball after all. Yeah? It's a consideration. Could it be? Now, I had to remove the question mark because it doesn't fit within the title there with the other part of the title. But I mean, it is like something you should be questioning at that point. Because I've always assumed that terrestrial refraction was a purely mathematical myth, but there is literally something to it. Partial match. That's pretty freaky. I mean, if just this partial, not full, partial match is already enough for you to go completely spastic and tell somebody to go kill themselves, you should not even be involved in any of this. Yeah? You're a mentally unstable degenerate, and you should go fuck off and do something more productive with your life and stick to subjects that are so that aren't so damn strenuous to your precious little soul. Yeah? It's not easy to figure out reality and stay absolutely truthful and not stick to some stupid ideology objective. Yeah? The thing about ideology is it's very convenient. That is the defining trait of ideology. People stick to their ideology because it's so convenient. Yeah? The truth is not an ideology. You know why? Because the truth is, per definition, very inconvenient. Alright, so let's get this off the screen. Get it away from me! No. No, I'm not gonna have cognitive dissonance over this. I'm just going to continue. Right? A partial match is not a full match. It's not over. Look, the Earth is a complete globe after all. Like, no, it isn't. It's a partial match. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. I don't like it. I'm gonna change the title. I'm just gonna say, were the ballers right after all? Not the Earth to be a globe. It feels, as I already concluded, it's a partial match. So no, that's not then logically going to lead to the conclusion that the Earth is a ball after all. But I mean, the ballers were right about it. So yeah, this is better. Right, so Flat Earth Early Bird 2628, a proper terrestrial refraction demonstration partial match. Could the ballers have been right after all? And Arwinian paradox of full effect, geometry of Earth cannot be measured by visual means. Yeah. Sellouts! Fuck you, man. I mean, it makes me want to just bash their fucking faces in. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you tell me that? Yeah, I'm a genuine researcher. I'm serious. This is serious. Yeah, I'm not joking around. Well, I'm a little bit here and there, but only because of all the background. Because of the perceived certainty about things. And this changes that, and it's a little embarrassing in a way, but I mean, it's just a partial match, dude. It's not the end. Does it matter if it's globe or flat? Yeah, it does. It does, just because of the struggle of it. Alright, hey, but hey, if all the flat earthers in the fucking world are now like, hey, check that out, we're gonna make videos about Arwen turning to the globe. Like, cool, do it then. Then maybe somebody in the fucking world will actually goddamn make mention of what I fucking do here. Yeah? Because nobody ever seems to give a fuck about what I even do. Or the ideas that I brought to the table. They would happily take my ideas and just, oh, look, I just discovered this. No mention. Nobody fucking mentions me ever. Yeah? Now maybe somebody can fucking mention me now then. Yeah, so go make your videos about how Arwen sold out to the globe. Yeah, and then maybe some fucking people in the world will actually notice that I'm here doing this for 10 goddamn years. Yeah? And thanks for leaving me in an isolated hole all this time. Thanks a lot. Right, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. I need a break from this. Ugh. Right, anyway, if you're liking the show, don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you don't, well, I don't give a fuck. Yeah? Go make your stupid little hate videos then. It seems to be the only goddamn thing people ever make of me. So, whatever. Do that then. Alright, anyway, be right back. Long. If you just noticed, wow, you have not been paying a lot of attention then. It's not that long, I mean. It's not even a meter. much. I mean, I have it loose like at least twice a week, friendly fire, so yeah. Right. So yeah, I mean, in the face of this, there's not a lot that I can do. I mean, I have established exactly the observations and the conclusions. It's there. It's still just a partial match. But I mean, if I were Jesse and I like elaborate, I would absolutely elaborate on this a lot. Dude, you could make like an entire channel just about these demonstrations, just about that, and it could matter a lot. It could really make a difference in the overall research community. But I mean, it does require elaboration. Oh, wish you have jet black hair. Yeah, no, I'm very happy with my hair and my hair color, and yeah, I've had some hair loss myself. Some people are really obsessed over that for some reason. But no, I am very happy with my hair at my age. Even though it's not perfect anymore. Yeah, hair not being perfect anymore is not, in my opinion, a good enough reason to then just get rid of it. It's ridiculous. And it's not jet black, by the way. It's not, my hair is not black. It's kind of dark brown. It's a nice dark brown color, and it's kind of, it stayed that way throughout my life. Except like when I was a young kid, like between 3, well, starting from birth, like you have like birth type of hair color, and I was blonde. Pretty much until like when I got 6, it got darker, and then basically at the time I was like 8, it was this color from that point on. But I was a little bit blonde when I was young. But it's been this color pretty much since a teenager, so God. So yeah, intense show. I mean, lots of feathers ruffled. Looks black on screen. Oh, okay. Well, my shirt is black. It's not the same color as my shirt. You should notice that. But anyway. Right, anyway, I hope you all appreciate my show, at least my honesty in it. The connection's been great. Which is, I'm happy about that at least. But I do feel like, I mean, in a way this is kind of like a turning point, I guess. I hope that not everyone in the Flat Earth community is just like, oh my god, we always knew he was a shill. We're going to abandon him now. We're gonna bully him out of the way. Like, dude, if you're just looking for an excuse to just eject me, then by all means. But I mean, I don't want to be part of a community that's going to be driven by ideology like that and not just look at the facts. Actual, demonstrable facts that I've just shared. And it's not the end of it. I mean, right, a partial match is just a partial match. It's not a full match. There's still things that do not add up. And thus, the test would have to be much more refined, and the parameters have to actually match the scale. Fraction index parameters, curve, amount, it all has to actually match with scale. So, yeah, it's not the end of it. But, and even if it would turn out to be absolutely perfectly matching, then technically it's still not the end. And I mean, even this, it's never gonna, like the ball cosmology and all the things that they made up basically about the universe, none of that is real, and this doesn't make it real at all. But yeah, it does draw some doubt into the idea that the geometric orientation of the Earth's surface is absolutely flat. It does bring some doubt to it. Some. Right. So yeah, I don't know where the hell to move from here. I'm still gonna call my show the Flat Earth Early Bird. And I mean, dude, if I get to the point where just the evidence becomes so refined and so overwhelming, and you'd have to draw the conclusion, okay, all my senses tell me that the Earth is flat, but the demonstrations show that the way that physics works, it's like a weird inherent illusion within the whole design of it that just makes it seem flat in a lot of ways. But it is actually a ball. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot more would have to be presented to get me to that point. But yeah, I mean, the Arwinian paradox is in full effect. You really can't use the geometry. You can't use visual means to measure the geometry of Earth. That's like, that is literally negated by this, already by this specific demonstration. Yeah, you can't use the apparent position of the horizon to establish anything about the geometry of the terrain that we're standing on. It's that this demonstrates that you just can't use it for that. I always thought that Arwinian paradox was like a gotcha for the ballers. It's like, yeah, if it was real, then you wouldn't be, then you've never measured the geometry of Earth by visual means, which still holds up. But I mean, if the effect is there, well, then instead of a gotcha kind of joke, it's a paradox, so that means it's not real. Well, it turns out that it is real, and so there is an effect that could suggest that the Earth might be a ball and visually seems flat, but that also comes with that means that you then can't measure the geometry of Earth because of this effect. Alright. What a strange place this realm is. Yeah, let's take a look through some of the videos that I saved before this. Yeah, JP Sears had another great video. Oh yeah, and apparently the Sagrada Familia has been finished. It is going to be finished the 10th of June, which is, well, next month. So after like 100 years after Gaudi died, they're gonna finish it. And it looks absolutely incredible. So let's take a look at it. Oh goody. This is going to be on top. And I don't know why Discord is lagging on the video. Stupid leg. I don't know why the hell I did that. I hope this one isn't gonna. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that thing completely finished. Like, I've seen it being built. I've been there, like even in the 90s, and it was only a lot has progressed since then. In the last 30 years, they built a lot of it. And finishing it. So, let's see JP Sears' take on the political theater of today.
Here's what I've got for tomorrow's episode of Political Theater. Ceasefire.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that all act. I mean, what the fuck, Discord? What? Why? Just why? I'm gonna show the clip. A special window. Because then at least it doesn't frickin' lag. Okay, let's play this.
Here's what I've got for tomorrow's episode of Political Theater. Ceasefire talks begin again. Israel screws it up. We didn't know that was going to happen. Ceasefire talks end. Declare victory. War continues. Then we go and start pushing the hantavirus. Tweet Thomas Massey is a traitor. And then we tease the alien invasion angle. And I think that's pretty good for one day. Hi, I'm the head writer for Political Theater here in America. No, I think we need to keep going hard on the theme of all we want is peace, and that's why we need this war.
No, you got to understand the viewers will feel more involved if they know they're paying taxes to pedophiles.
Yeah. So where should we take it from here then? Before I got the job writing for Political Theater, I was the lead writer for the WWE. And that was great experience for what I do here.
Similar audiences. They both tune in to watch scripted fighting.
Right. Trump calls them low IQ and praises Lindsey Graham. Yeah, I know they'll hate him for it. That's what we're doing. We're turning him heel. That's what we're doing here. We're still going with he's straight.
The main difference when I was writing for the WWE, their audience knew that what they were watching was fake. What do you mean you don't understand the alien angle? We're doing COVID just with the aliens this time. So full steam ahead on that. Have you seen House of Cards? It was a pretty good show. So what we produce is like that, except a lot less realistic and a lot more believable. Okay, so we've got these guys killing kids and doing genocide, but we need to give them a reason to be doing that.
They're doing it because the Bible tells them to? Yeah, I'll write that in.
Honestly, I don't know where we're going to take our whole Charlie Kirk assassination storyline. I mean, we could have a lone gunman kill the lone gunman, like with JFK, but I don't know. Or we could do something like the lone gunman has a trans boyfriend and the head of the FBI shuts down the investigation into foreign involvement and is an alcoholic. Would leave people on a cliffhanger wondering, is he an alcoholic? Traditional dramatic storytelling has redemption as the payoff for the viewer. With political theater storytelling, the payoff for the viewer is punishment.
This grieving widow thing is just poorly written. Who's been writing this? Gil?
Gil, what the f*** is this?
Well, you don't have her grieving at all. You just gave her a shit ton of fireworks.
I know, but you're revealing that too soon. We want people to feel surprised when they find that out. Yeah, right. You can do better. When we start a new storyline, we usually don't know where we're going with it. We just make it up as we go. Would it play if we nominate the Secretary of War for the Nobel Peace Prize? We have to write hours of content each day. And with that kind of workload, you just don't have time to think very far ahead. Okay, so listen to this. It's a rough idea, but I'm trying to weave it all together. The hantavirus is coming, so we need a new ballroom. Because Thomas Massey has nukes, which means we can't release the Epstein files. So we need to blow Iran back to the Stone Age and collect all your privacy data because Israel is our greatest ally. What do you think? As a writer, the goal is to get the viewer to say to themselves, I think that what's going on in this storyline might actually kill me and my family. Then we'll keep watching. I like it. The government's advising hundreds of pastors about aliens in a secret meeting that everybody knows about. It's just the only thing I don't get. Why are we having pastors be the front lines with aliens capable of interdimensional travel? Like, why not, like, scientists and physicists? Oh, we did kill them all off. Yeah, no, so this is good. Hey there, my friend, let me ask you this question. After meals, do you ever feel...
Yeah, we know. Amazing. Yeah, be serious, everybody. Alright. Then some video on meditation, very hippy dippy. Very, very hippy dippy. What the hell was this? I don't remember even what this was. It's not about her, it's about somebody she's listening to. Let's just try that out.
I freaking knew it. I freaking knew I wasn't the only one.
Does anybody else just not give a shit anymore?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just tapped out. Hey, did you hear? Someone tried to off the president. I don't care. No, but the war in Iran. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't give a shit. But the Strait of Hormuz, why do I know what that is?
Yeah, I mean, I addressed that this is also going on out there. Somebody made a funny video.
Aren't you mad that you know what that is? We shouldn't know what that is. I Googled how long it takes to hard boil an egg this morning. I'm not going to stand here and pretend I know about global shipping choke points with you. Strait of Hormuz. What is that, a yoga pose? You want to discuss the geopolitical and economical repercussions of the closing of the Strait of Hormuz. Didn't you, not graduate high school, but AI is going to take everyone's jobs. Good. No one works anymore anyway. You send an email no one gives a shit about, you drink at lunch and leave early. That's work now. You know what, hey, I'll go first. You can have mine. I'll train it. Here's how you send an email no one gives a shit about, robot. I'll see you in World War III. But global warming. Dude, it's May and it's freezing out right now. It's cold until June now. And I'm pretty sure there's some shady spots on this island where there's still ice left from last winter. Last winter almost killed us. But but don't you think it's important to stay informed? No, I don't. Because informed now means just knowing about 57 different horrible things that are going on that you can't do a goddamn thing about at all times. But what if something big happens? How big can it be if I can't see it? If it's big enough for me to give a shit about, I'll be able to see it. And when I see it, I'll run away. Okay? But you used to care about this stuff. I did. I really did. I had my opinions. I read articles. I stayed up on things. But now, man, honestly, I'm just trying to find out why the remote is in the refrigerator. Right? I'm not built for this. You're not built for this. We cannot care about all of this shit. It's not possible. What do you care about now? The immediate well-being of my wife is.
Personally, I think it's a tactic to keep us so overstimulated for when it hits the fan, like really hits the fan. We're just like, oh, okay. Yeah, we knew this was coming. Cool. I don't know. Oh, y'all. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Here, in this video, interesting because it's some ancient tech. Like some really remnants of like cutting like this giant block of, what the hell is it? Glass?
Now hidden in a dark, dusty corner of Cairo's Egyptian Museum is an artifact. And this artifact I'm referring to is this rose granite block that must have weighed upwards of 20 plus tons in its unfinished state. On the far left side is a cut, or you could say slice. I could literally see two different cuts, one coming down from the top, but also one coming up from the bottom. And these two cuts met in the middle and left a piece of material. And when you really look close at the edge of the cut here, about halfway down, you can clearly see where the ancient tool or blades had deviated off course, making a mistake. Now this box was fashioned again from one solid piece of rose granite, which ranks a 7 to 8 on the Mohs scale of hardness, with diamond being a 10. No copper, chisel, and hammer on earth could precision shape it.
Whoa. Yeah, this is definitely worth noting, huh? Pretty intense. Right. Shall I play the hippy dippy meditation video too? Maybe I will. I mean, it will kind of bring me out of this friction mood. I mean, yeah, friction. Terrestrial refraction, friction. Ugh. Or maybe I'll save it for another day. Oh yeah. Yeah, by the way, tomorrow I got an appointment at 2 p.m. So I'm gonna have my show an hour later. So Monday it's gonna be 3 p.m. Amsterdam time. But I mean, pretty sure I am still gonna do a show. This picture's freaking creepy, by the way. Yeah, I might just as well also round out the show. It has been 2 hours. Well, let's see how it fares.
A spark.
It's 4 minutes, and it is like one of these videos where it's yeah. Let's just say I don't back everything that is in this. It's a little bit too much on the nose, but I mean it does make generally good points. So let's play this.
That's all it took. One single breath of God, moving through the cracks in everything I thought I knew. It peeled back the layers, all the voices that told me who I was, where I belonged, and what I should become. Suddenly gone. So many lifetimes lived inside this one body, this one name. You ever notice they never taught you to meditate in school? Not once. Not in health class. Not in gym. Not in any wellness program they rolled out after the kids started cracking. They called it New Age. Dangerous. Something for crystals and patchouli and people who don't pay taxes. It's funny, right? Because as soon as you sit down, close your eyes, and just breathe, you remember. You remember that this is the breath of life itself. The only stillness the human heart has ever truly craved. The place where every answer you've ever begged the world is already waiting, if you're brave enough to receive it. We've been detached from source on purpose. There's a strategic agenda. Call them the fallen, the inverted ones, or the powers that be. They've spent centuries making sure you never, ever reconnect with spirit, because a soul that remembers who it is cannot be ruled. So they flood you. 24-hour news cycles screaming terror and division so your nervous system never leaves fight or flight. Inverted culture pumped through movies and cinema. Heroes who solve everything with violence. Love stories that end in betrayal. And gods who look nothing like the light inside you. Your skincare, your shampoo, your so-called hygiene products laced with chemicals that calcify the pineal, dim the third eye, and turn the temple into a landfill. You hydrate with dead water, stripped, fluoridated, structured for obedience, pesticide veggies, and cannibal sandwiches, grown in labs and wrapped in plastic smiles. Anything, and I mean anything, to keep you from the reunion with your creator. Then they put this rectangle in your hand. It fits so perfectly between your fingers, it almost feels like prayer. You bow your head to the black cube every morning, every night, and every red light. Thumb scrolling, eyes down, never looking up at the stars, never looking within at the infinite. An easily possessed avatar has no spiritual compass, no wherewithal to feel the demons circling, feeding, and laughing while we argue which distraction tastes better today. Even our breath is inverted. We literally breathe backwards, shallow, panicked little sips instead of deep, womb-like pulls that used to connect us to the earth and sun at once. The dimming of the children of the sun. That's what this is. A slow extinguishing of the light we were born to carry. And in my humble opinion, less than 5% of the daily beings you pass on the street are actually conscious. Non-player characters, NPCs, empty vessels running the program. I still carry memories, clear as yesterday, of other lifetimes when love and connection were untainted. I remember names I wore that no one here ever called me. I remember moments I cherished so deeply, the ache still lives in my heart. I remember what it felt like when the veil was thinner and the eyes you looked into actually saw you back. That's why they fear the stillness, because the second you sit down and breathe, like you were born to breathe, the spell starts to crack. The noise will fall away, and the black cube, it'll lose its grip. And you remember, you were never meant to be a slave to the inverted world. You were meant to be the light they're trying to dim. So breathe, right now, deeply, slow. Let them call it New Age. Let them laugh. You and I both know the truth. This is the oldest medicine on earth. And it's the one they can never patent, never tax, and never take away.
I mean, it does make some very good points. But it is very heavy dippy. Some really beautiful AI generated animations in there though. Yeah! Yeah, the world is a crazy place. I think I'm gonna keep it to this. I'm not gonna dig into any kind of other news items. think this was enough. Enough for now. You got an over 2-hour show out of it. Hope you all appreciate it. Yeah, it doesn't mean that I'm now going to be talking about flat Earth again all the time, but I do expect people to basically act out like that guy did earlier and declare me a traitor, and I'm gonna be ready to freaking metaphorically bash their fucking faces in for their disgusting demonic display in the face of tangible facts that are inconvenient and do not mean that the Earth is not flat. It's only a partial match. But it does mean that there's just some weird, freaky things going on in physical reality as a default. That my logical conclusion would be that if this is fully true, then it is part of the design in itself, like of the actual original design. Also, logically, if the atmosphere was much thicker in the far past, with like more oxygen, more pressure, then it must have looked very different. Because that's a parameter change. Like within the effect of terrestrial refraction. So it would have also looked very different. Maybe you saw even further, or maybe the Earth even looked kind of concave in the past. I mean, that's not a unheard of conclusion to draw based on this demonstration. If this is what's going on, then yeah, altering the overall pressure would literally make everything and the horizon look very different. Right? If higher refraction index on average, it would probably have looked a little like the horizon might have been like slightly scooped upwards. It just looks like you're in a slight bowl. That might have been the far past with much higher pressure. It might have all looked kind of like you're inside of a bowl with the horizon slightly sloped upwards. That's my conclusion from this. Right? There's more to be figured out. Right. So yeah, we'll see where the show goes from here on. And I mean, I'm still trying to find work and all that, and it's just taking a frickin' eternity. But hey, just keep going. And in the meantime, I have to get by somehow. So I mean, I can always use the support for anybody. Maybe somebody really likes it that I did this out here. Like, I'd like to get my baller backup funds now. Thank you very much. That's a joke, by the way. But I mean, hey, if they think that that's an appropriate response to me going here, then I'd love it. Because I really need the support. I always will. So, but yeah, I'm not doing this because of that. I'm doing this because of truth's sake. Because of honesty, honest research. That's why I'm doing it. Not because I'm just looking for an excuse to exit the flat earth. It's so toxic. Oh. Dude, if I would want to leave just because it's toxic, I would have already just said, okay, fuck it, I'm out of here. I would have said that a long time ago. But I didn't, and I'm still here. And the research is still in progress, so Yeah, I hope you all appreciate it. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through the gift card, PayPal, Patreon, Gift Set Go. Links are all in the description box below, or send me super chat over to Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. You can really use it still. Please, any more people that could help me out, that would be absolutely great. I will need it. Especially like by this time next week, I am probably gonna make some more. But for now, I'm gonna be fine. Right. So, I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2629 on a Monday. Gonna start the show an hour later, 3 p.m. Amsterdam time. So, hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great rest of this weekend. Have a nice Sunday. May God be with you. May Christ walk with you. And until the next video, keep it